used to certain things being a certain way, So, all right, well, we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm going live here on YouTube. Hmm. Yeah, used to certain things being a certain way. Okay, so guys, welcome to Mighty Meetup. We're gonna start doing this once a week on Tuesdays is when we're gonna have our primary meeting. And then we're going to have a mastermind for those of you guys that are the most engaged. If anybody wants to be a part of that, feel free to reach out to me, and I can send you a link so you could be a part of that. But that's something that, we have our little mastermind where we're meeting together and everybody's able to take advantage. So I have an agenda I'm going to pull up here, because my mind can go all over the place, as you guys know, and we could be here for 10 hours. So what I want to go over today is a few things, but the first thing, we're going to be somewhat organized today. Hope you guys are all right with that. So the first thing that we're going to go over today is introductions. But if you're new to this meeting, just know that if you want to introduce yourself, it's an opportunity for you to be able to get known in the industry, across the country. I mean, people that are on here are all over the country, right? So, and many of them send work out, including myself, send work out all over the United States. Okay. So if you're wondering who I am, my name is Michael Reed. I'm the president CEO of Mighty Process Server, and my process serving firm is 123 Legal Support. As we get started here, if you're on the Zoom call, go ahead and put in the chat your name and maybe your company name and where you are from. That's probably the biggest thing. You can put email and phone and stuff like that if you want to as well. It's all inside the Zoom here. So you can also go in Zoom and actually save the chat, which is a really cool feature. If you're on YouTube, I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. Comment where you're from, comment your city. We'd like to know where you're tuning in from. And we'll be in the comments. We'll be in the comments chatting you up, okay? So that's who I am. That's what we're doing here once a week. You can come at Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There's a few current events, a few things I want to go over here with you today, but that's where we're going to get started. So if you want to introduce yourself and be highlighted as a professional inside our community, go ahead and make sure your camera is on. All right, Mr. Jeff.
Thanks, Jeff Spar, Mark Spar, Roanoke, Virginia, also Richmond, Virginia, 30 miles east of Virginia Tech. And we're process servers and private investigators. And thankfully, I hope that everybody's that can hear my voice. I hope everybody's safe and well and their families as well after this terrible storm we had. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for that, Jeff. Yeah, definitely we're gonna talk a little bit about that today too. Um, Definitely. Jeff, we're gonna be highlighting you quite a bit here today, so we'll move on here. Thank you. Welcome. Mr. Reuben.
Hi, everybody. I'm Ruben Beach with Lockjaw Legal Process Services. Work in Orange County, California, covering Orange County area and some of LA County. Cross server for over 6 years.
Yeah, I missed you on my way through there. I went through there,
Yeah, my wife had surgery on Friday,
Mhm.
and complications happened. She had to stay in the hospital for 2 days, so couldn't make it.
Yeah, no, I drove through there with my in my camper, and I thought about you. I was like, oh man, there's a lot of people.
We could have met up.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Next time I'll be going through there many more times, unfortunately. All
Yeah.
right. Thank you. Welcome. And Mr. Brad, your camera just went off. You want to introduce yourself?
Sure thing, Michael. Good afternoon. Brad Sanders with California Process Servers, LLC, serving mostly Central California, taking on the world. And I'll be reaching out to Ruben hopefully in a short time, giving some work to everybody.
Yeah, Reuben's a good guy to use for sure. Yeah, and then Brad, you're opening your office in you're gonna do a thing in Fresno or
Bakersfield.
Bakersfield? Oh, Bakersfield. Okay.
Bakersfield.
Yeah, I was just well, we're gonna talk about it a little bit, but I was just at Cal's Pro, saw my good old buddy Chad Barger. He's owns attorney certified services there in Bakersfield, and I brought you up. So I said, hey,
Cool.
he's opening something up there, and I told you before to reach out to him. So, that's the thing beautiful about this business is like we can all collaborate with each other and win. So cool stuff. So we got a couple others on. You guys are busy, I guess. So we'll just move into it. Let's see here. We got in the chat. Reuven, oh, Jessica's driving. Yeah. Okay, cool. But Jessica's awesome. She's up in Washington, Pro Se, and then WA Pro Se up in Washington. And Luis is awesome as well, crushing it. So guys, let's get into some stuff here, all right? I want to know how your guys' week was, but one thing I like to do that they do in the BNI meetings, right after we do our introductions, our 60-second spiels, if you will, is shout outs. Because shout outs will remind us, and if we're thinking about shout outs, it'll remind us who's been helping us in our business, who it also encourages us to help others, right? When we get that shout out, especially when there's 100 people on here later on, you know, you want to be able to do your best and be highlighted. So I actually have a couple shout outs. One shout out, Lewis, Badigan, Baigan. I don't know how you say that, but it's Lewis left an amazing video review that was like just 100%, and I actually put that on a couple of our ads that I just started running and about Mighty Process Server, and we're getting a lot of people requesting, but nobody really filling out their information. So we brought on like 5 or 10 new members inside the community, and I've been declining a lot because I really want the community to be process servers or people who want to become them, but are willing to communicate that, right, and fill out their profile information and stuff like that. But just want to shout out Lewis and definitely Jessica. She won last month, the engagement for last month, and we're going to look at for this. I'm sorry, the month before, but for this last month because we're in a new month today, right? Um, and so we're going to look at that engagement, and I have a new award or new prizes for those who win for October. So in November 1st, I got a pretty cool, I'm going to call it the Amazon prize pack. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. But I just want to shout her out because her and Jeff, big shout outs. You guys, your engagement is insane. And we're going to look at that here in a second. So does anyone else have any shout outs they want to share?
Yeah, me to Jeff for keeping the group alive. Just participating like crazy and always encouraging us youngins. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at Jeff, Jessica.
My pleasure. Thank you very much.
Look at him beaming.
Mi-
Tell me
I-
shout outs aren't worth it. They're
Michael,
good.
hey, thanks to Ryan Norris. He's been bouncing some stuff off him. He's been very responsive.
Hmm.
Mandy in the beginning, and Jessica, she's always on there, and just a great community.
Yeah, good people for sure. Yeah, Mandy. Yeah, I don't see her on here. She's almost always on too, but she's busy working and doing stuff. And that's the thing is we're all business owners. We're all, doing things and we're all busy. So if you take the time to be on here, it's appreciated. And it goes a long way too. It really does go a long way with people when you're sending them work, when you're trying to find a server in a certain area, when you need a skip trace done. Like you don't need to be an island to yourself. And so, yes, Jeff and Jessica, you guys have been crushing the engagement, keeping the group in less than 1,000 out of like 200,000 groups. We're in the top, or it was like top 200, something like that. But it's a great group, and it's all due up to you guys. Any other shout outs? Yeah, Ryan's been great too. Okay. All right, good. So I'm gonna screen share here again, and then we're gonna get into some of that stuff. So let's rock and roll. Okay, so shout outs. Jeff, I put Jeff here. These are just some notes. And the reason why I put you here, Jeff, is when I was thinking about this earlier, was and I know I have a feeling, it has to do with engagement, but you're not just posting garbage, you're posting really good um just a great example if you want to get points because you post a topic that people might be interested in and and you provide some content and people are going to comment on it. Shouldn't make my Wi-Fi band.
I
Yeah.
hope so.
Yeah, and it's actually really good tips like the whole Wi-Fi thing. These are things I've learned over years, right? So you being in the business for 30 years, coming in here sharing your tips. Now, did you listen to Davey Keith on the podcast, or did you connect with him some other way?
Well, if I'm correct, he's in Virginia.
No, Davey
I
Keith, he's
or no,
it's like Georgia or
where's
something, I think.
okay.
He's in the South.
Yeah, I have to regroup for a minute on Davy. Okay, here we go.
I
Sorry.
was just curious because I interviewed him a long time ago on the podcast, and then Jessica and True Engagement Forum comes in and puts the actual episode with him. Let's see, where's
Yes,
he
I
at?
saw that. I saw that.
Where's he at here? Actually, this will tell us. Da da da. Yes, this was a long time ago. Oh yeah, he's getting beat up by cops and stuff. Not beat up, but like thrown down. I didn't put it in the description. I'm definitely doing more SEO type stuff now. But yeah, I'm redoing all of the podcasts, taking out old sponsors that no longer serve me, and putting in new sponsorships and stuff. So you'll see a lot of stuff changing. But yeah, the podcast is thriving. It's where I'm going to start putting a lot more focus because process servers, this is going to be a part of my report here on the conferences, but podcasting is just huge, you know. So if you're a process server, being able to come in here and comment things and engage is super important. See, Mallory came in here. She was interested in wage garnishment, which by the way is a really good thing to know about. If you serve a paper and you get a judgment for somebody, and then the only way that you're going to collect on it, let's say an eviction, right? And then they trash the place and they were able to get an eviction plus a money judgment. Well, that's money judgment. You can actually go after this person for, you can actually collect for the client on this. You could go and not be a collection agency, but actually collect the money by doing a wage garnishment. Most likely she was just given a wage garnishment to go serve to the employer. Um, but yeah, there's a whole process to it. So we're gonna do a training on that in the future. Yeah, getting the job done. Yeah. So what's cool about the community is you can come in here, just some engagement tips. You can come in here and wherever you see blue means there's a new comment. Those of you guys that are new. So it makes it really easy. Like I see this one, I don't see a new comment. I don't even look at it again. I already know there's nothing new for me to look at. So what you want to do is if there's no comments, you can comment on it yourself. So if you want to boost engagement on your own post, you can go comment on it and it'll make it blue. Serve manager, locate recipient. Yeah, there's different tools. Yeah, okay, cool. So that's just a little engagement overview for those of you guys that are new to the community. All right, what do we have next here? Okay, current events. So Cal's Pro recap. Guys, I hadn't been to Cal's Pro now for a year. I skipped 1 year and or was it 2 years? Yeah, I skipped 2 years that I haven't been to Cal's Pro. Well, mainly because it is it's been traditionally an association of the elite. And so when I first went there, these are what I mean by elite is, Sterling Madison, Direct Legal, like huge companies, $1 million companies that send out thousands and thousands of jobs. So if you're a small server, it's actually a good thing to go at least once, meet everybody, connect with them, follow up with them. It's where I got a lot of affiliate business in the beginning. Um, and so, but I don't go there for websites because most of them already have websites, right? And so while I was there, this is just a quick, like, update that I think could be helpful for you guys when it comes to the state associations and stuff like that, and your business as a process server. There are 36 laws, bills handled. They did a presentation where there were 36 different bills or laws that needed to be handled by the state lobbyists. And as he was going through, they went by each one of them. Each one of them. Like, do you need to get diligence to serve somebody at a prison, or to subserve it to an officer at a prison? The person's in prison. Why do you need to go back and go back again and go back again? Like, so there's all these different laws that CalSPRO has helped enact. and has helped. They lobby for it and they submit new bills and stuff like that. And now their big thing is to try to make it process serving governed by the judicial council, like Texas and Arizona, right? They actually have to get certified through the state to become a process server. Now, for the little guy, it's going to cost them a little bit more money. It's going to cost probably close to the same for Californians because they have to get registered or whatever. But in your state, if you don't have any kind of laws governing it, it's kind of like the Wild Wild West, which is cool for you for a while. But as your business grows, it makes it more difficult to actually find, people who are committed to the business. So it just reminded me of how important it is that the states have associations that actually use lobbyists to get bills handled. The other thing was there was a bunch of bills where someone's trying to pass a bill. Just think Republicans, Democrats, they're trying to pass a bill. And a part of that bill, there's like 100 things in there. And a part of that bill was something, this is what collection agencies do a lot, is they try to sneak in up into this other bill that's like, let's say about the budget or some reform they're trying to do, and they'll sneak in the that due process is considered valid when mail is received by certified signature mail. That kills your industry. That one bill. They're very sophisticated. They have tools and stuff that are monitoring this, different high dollar tools that are monitoring all these bills that are searching them. Now I think they're using AI even. They're searching for little things that might be related to process serving. Because in California, especially, they're trying to get rid of they have nothing against process servers. They just want to get judgments quicker against debtors. And so obviously process serving, the whole process of having to serve them is slowing them down. Anybody have anything they want to say about that? Okay, I thought I heard somebody.
Hey, Mike, just seeing real quickly. I mean, that's been 90% of my serves right now is debt collection.
Yeah.
Yeah, certified mail that takes money out of, off my table. Takes food off the table. That bill right there.
Yeah, exactly. And they've knocked down 10 mailing bills over the last like 12 years. They're going to keep trying until they get it. That's why the association is so important to support it. One of the challenges with the associations, and I'll move on from this, but there was a technology presentation. ServeNow is there. I got to meet all the old guys that I've known from ServeNow, and Bob was there from PST, and the Legal Connect guys were there, and all the same people I've seen at all these conferences. And they did a technology presentation. I could screen share this again. Let me see. They did a technology presentation. It just reminded me that they're all so similar that it's not worth beating your head against the wall over. Like whatever works for you, just do that. Like whatever tool you're using, just do that, and it's going to work for you. The networking presentation was what I was a part of. And I got to go in, and I think there's 4 of us on the panel. Mike Kern, who's, president of Direct Legal, myself, and Jason, who comes in here sometime, Jason Burke. And there was a good turnout. It was a couple hundred people, I think maybe 250 maybe at the conference, not a whole lot, but enough, and they were asking questions. Some of these guys are like I said, the bigger companies. And so a lot of the questions I was getting were related to Google ads, because these guys are spending tens of thousands of dollars a month on Google ads. Florida's calling me. Wrong phone. Um, and so yeah, so they were talking about Google ads and stuff, and they were um I don't know that it's relevant in this conversation right now, but just they're spending too much money on ads because they didn't optimize for website performance. Like you have to have something set up that allows you um to track your website leads and stuff. So networking presentation went really well. Part of this I haven't talked to you guys about, but I did 10 tools for process servers. You're going to see this on my social media a lot, and I want you to model something like this, if you're doing the marketing stuff, the mighty marketing that I've been teaching you guys, you want to have something similar to this. See if I can do this real quick. Let's go. Oh yeah, good, it worked. So top 10 tools for process servers. So if you go to any of my, I think this would be very, I'm going to put this inside the community as well. But if you guys go to, let's go to Instagram really quick. Instagram. I want you to see how this works. This is what I did live on stage, by the way. Okay. Okay. We don't want to see that. You can see my For You page though. That's funny. All right. So we're going to search for Mighty Process Server. So I want you to go to Mighty Process Server, and then I want you to search, oh, you don't have to search anything. Just go to Mighty Process Server on Instagram and then comment on any post. And what you're going to get is you're going to get a link. Let's see. All my girlfriends sending me messages here. Well, anyways, you're gonna get a link and it's gonna take you to the website. Oh my gosh, with these booty pictures.
That's twice now, Mike.
I know, sorry. I can't help it. Okay, so it's gonna take you to the top 10 list. And on the top 10 list, I actually walk you through. I'm pretty sure that's what this video is. Yeah, I'm walking you through the different tools on the top 10 list. Now, what this does, this is what I want you to understand. I'm not going to go too far into this because you guys know how I am about marketing. I'll geek out on you. But if they come to this page, I can tell Google to retarget them. This is how you only target people who are initially interested in what you had to say and in your tool. And my top 10 tools for process servers probably isn't going to have a bunch of attorneys coming in here. My top 10 tools for process servers is probably not going to get a bunch of Susie homemakers, right? It's going to get process servers from Instagram to come get the list, watch the video. And of course, I want them to get a directory listing on the directory. But then they could go workbook and notes. They can click on this and boom, what is it? The Google Doc. Okay. And now I have my pixel on their browser so that I can retarget them on all the social media platforms. And then there's this little marketing, just what I showed them live on stage. And so, but the feedback I wanted to give you guys about this is that the only person that really, there was a couple people that I know that did it, like Mike and Jason, but the only person who followed up with me afterwards that was like, man, this list is what I needed a year ago, man. Thank you so much. Was this young guy that was probably like 19 years old. Everybody else had been in the business for a long time, right? They're all big shots or whatever. Um, yeah. Anybody have any questions about that? It's pretty straightforward, I think. Mailbox, mini chat. If you've been taking the Mighty Marketing Challenge, what we've been doing together, all this is familiar to you. You know, obviously I want to get them into the community as well. So even if they don't do anything else, they'll come and check out the community, right? That's the idea. Cool. All right. So next thing here, we're going to get into some good stuff here at the end. But recap the travel conference schedule. So I'm going to Texas this weekend, and we're going to do a booth over there. And I want to start adding PI conferences. So I want you guys, here's what I'm going to do. Okay. If you guys have a conference that's nearby you that you like to go to, and you're like, I want to go, or I've been before. It could be a notary conference. Brad, I know we talked about that. It could be private investigation conferences, anything that people who need websites, which is pretty much anybody. All right. We can go together and split the booth costs, right? I'll bring all of my booth stuff, all my stuff, and then you can actually have on my table, you can actually have a whole section, maybe even split the table. We could do a table split thing. I've seen people do that as well. So, but I want to start going to all these conferences, and actually I'll pay for the conference actually, now that I think about it. But I want you to be the person that shows up at the booth. Okay. I don't want to be, I may not even go. I may just pay for the conference. You go and you represent Mighty Website Builder, and your company, right? Which is easy to do because if you're, especially if you're a customer, because you can say, yep, I actually own my own process serving firm and I signed up and I started getting a ton of business. Now my, whatever your story is, right? And people will sign up and I'll pay you a commission for people who you sign up with the website. Desi and I have been meeting and we're getting ready to scale this up in a pretty big way. And so we can't do it alone. So we're looking for folks who want to help. I get you guys have your own businesses and things like that. I'm just saying, if
You
that's
paying for the hotel too?
I don't know. Now you're kind of pushing it. You and I can cuddle up. I'll get a big king. Just kidding. I was here waiting. Yeah, Brad, the website getting built. Did you try to remember if you signed up? First step next week. Oh, I see. First step next week.
I I no, I tried. I couldn't fill out the whole thing on the form, but yeah, I know you're traveling, so we'll touch base next week and let's
Yeah.
we'll get it going.
Yeah, so yeah, just let me know if you have any questions. So that's the conference schedule and I'm going to go and I'm going to hit up I have a gal that I just hired who's going to be going with me to Texas. She's going to man the booth for the ones that we already do. Um Okay, so Mighty Marketing, you guys who were with me on that, we actually we're doing really well with that. We were hammering down a couple weeks in a row. We're going to start that back again on Monday. But this is not something you guys will notice when you come here. This is not something that is open to everybody. These are just the original folks who have joined. And if you have questions about that, just direct message me. If you're somebody who's brand new to the group, you'll just message me about it, okay? Because what I am planning on doing is having those live mastermind calls. Um, is going to be a mastermind where people pay extra for that. You know, you could of course watch the replay if you've reached the engagement level that makes sense. The group is free, right? So you can come in here and watch any of the replays that we have in here. So I'm pretty excited about this because I'm putting a lot of effort into this, and you guys, all of you guys that are engaging big time, it really contributes to what we're doing. And so that's that here, Mighty Meetup. So Mighty Marketing will start back again next Monday where we're going to meet up as a mastermind. So those of you guys that are in the mastermind, you guys are already registered. I think there's 31 of you. You're good to go already. So if you've already been going to it, you're fine. You already have access to it. New Mighty website builder pricing. So let's take a look at this really quick. Where's it at? Okay. So this is something that Brad, I could probably grandfather you in. Okay, I could tell Desi we could do something like that. But this is something we were planning on releasing today. And so Desi just finished this setup. And essentially what it is, all of you guys who are customers already, your pricing isn't going to change or anything like that. So no worries there. But what we're doing is we want to give an option for people who are a little newer. They're just getting started and they want to build it themselves. And I'm going to go through this quickly. You guys can ask whatever questions you have, but I don't want to bore people and make this like a sales thing. That's not my intention. I just want people, I know there's a lot of people. This is that app talk. Okay. This is the app talk that I mentioned you can put on your website, and it works a little too well, unfortunately. So view templates, you can actually build. That's the thing though, is we don't design it for you. If you do the starter, there's no setup fee, and you can choose from one of the 4 templates that Desi set up, which they're not terrible if I'm being honest, and you still have um, built-in SEO tools to get started, and then it's just $27 a month. So, Mr. Jeff.
Okay, sorry, yeah, back 30 seconds to the TAWK.TO. Talk to the thing that popped up on the bottom right of your screen there. I took this step about 3 months ago to automate that, where if I miss something there, AI, I don't know what you call it, but there's a virtual assistant on there that will communicate with the visitor
Yeah,
to the site.
yeah,
So that's just another thing. You got to pay for that. You don't pay for just having what we have there now. But if
right.
you want to add the automated, virtual assistant, it's well worth it because it engages right away with the person that's on the site.
Yeah, yeah, and I gotta turn that back on because when I first checked it out, I was testing it out. I learned about it from somebody else.
Yeah, I
And
actually got a call today my first call today from a client who was talking to the guy on the website, and I had to think real quick. Oh, okay, good. So it worked.
yeah,
It
isn't
worked.
that nice when that
Yes.
works out that way?
Yeah.
If I'm am I freezing up here? Let me see. Okay. Da-da-da-da. You guys hear me?
Yes.
I'm like, here we go. All right, so I'm not sure what's going on there. Oh, it's just freezing up. Yeah, let's see. Let's cancel that. Part of the problem is I have a whole team of people right now building the directory on our platform. So here we go. So if you once you click on you go to the pricing, you click on starter, it'll give you four options for templates. And so the first one is evergreen scene. And so you can click on preview and actually see what this would look like. You can see the mobile version, the desktop version, and it's not terrible, right? You can switch it out, put you know, if your color was green, you could have a website within a couple minutes, right? And so there's just a couple others I'll show you guys you can take a look at here. These are just templates, and the templates are free. I also wanted to highlight, don't think I ever actually highlighted Jessica's website. She got her website finished a little while ago, and this is a custom built website with integrations into Google reviews. So your Google reviews automatically get updated and things like that. You got the SEO on the FAQ forms. This is just fire right here. This makes Google just fall in love with you, like Italian deep French love right here. Okay, so here we go. So submit order now, and you get the online ordering form and all that stuff. So that's what I wanted to share when it comes to our price increase. Essentially, for the platform, all the business, all the plans are the same. Okay, so if you come over here to the different plans and pricing, they're all the same. These two just shifted. So if you want custom online order form like Jessica has, the price is $97 a month, and it's still just a $500 setup fee. But the prices of everything have gone way up, and we haven't raised our price for a very long time. And so this is for new customers signing up, right? And then of course the $27 a month has no setup fee. But you pick a template and you start building, and you let me know if you have questions. Mr. Brad.
Hey, Michael, one of the things I know we talked briefly, but about form stack, and I was looking like you mentioned a server in the Southwest Nevada for the unlawful detainer.
Yeah.
You and you were talking about the page. You might want to expound on that for some new people. That's a great idea. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, so we have some trainings in the community that teach about a little bit about that. But what Brad's talking about is the idea that you can automate your form stack forms to create documents and things like that. So right here is Jessica's form, and this is completely custom. Like she says, "Hey, can you add this? Can you take away that? I want to have a different price for affiliates versus attorneys, right? Or whatever it is, right? Service or process." Right? See how the form changes as they click things. Oh, that's kind of cool. I like that. Whoa, you got some on demand, baby. Within 2 hours. Yes, I have a good address. See, this is kind of like a survey. I like this. There's a person. So it's going to add fields down here as they answer.
Whose is that?
This one's Jessica's.
Okay.
Uh, we got a glitch there. Are we serving more than one person at the same address? Oh, I see. Because I put how many addresses. Do we have a good address? Yes. Are we serving more? Okay, I'm gonna have to review this. I know it just got built, so it might have some bugs on there, but how many people are we serving should not come up 3 times.
Oh, I didn't know that that's happening.
Yeah.
Whoops.
I think it might have something to do with
It's because
this.
you click, are we serving more than one person several times?
Yeah, because it says,
Shouldn't have that repeating, should it?
I think if you say, do we have a good address? Yes. Are we serving more than one person at the same address? Yes. That's fine, but all of these ones shouldn't be here. These, I don't know, trying to understand the purpose of these. I mean, if you had multiple jobs at from the same client, that's a little more too complicated. I don't like doing that.
No, we weren't trying to do that. We was
Yeah.
just trying to add a discount for the second name at the same address, but maybe
Mm.
something got messed up when she did it.
Yeah, she needs to fix this. Yeah. So Jessica, maybe you could comment on that. Like, does this worry you when you see when you see something like this? Are you worried that it's not going to get fixed right away?
Oh no, she's very responsive, and I feel like sometimes she does it at 10 o'clock at night, so
She does.
I'm very grateful.
Well, because she has OCD, right? So if you email her about something, even if it's on the weekend, which I've told people before, don't email her on the weekend because I know how she is. She could be laying down at Saturday night at 8:30 at night and see that email come across and go, oh, and she'll get up and go sit at the computer for 4 hours tweaking out on it. She likes everything to be perfect. She's got OCD, so she's not going to be happy about this, but she'll fix it right away, which is good. That's what you want in a designer, right? Somebody who's going to make sure things are right. So she may even know why this happened. She might tell you too. Oh, it was a glitch. I don't know. I'm not sure. But anyways, you can get the form, and as you fill it out, it just looks different than any other forms I've ever seen. But it's okay. Are we advancing witness fees? It's similar to the one I built actually, a long time ago. Do you require notarization? So what it does is it adds fees. Um, right, e-file. Some of these I like drop downs better, maybe. I do like the bubbles. It kind of looks cool. I can see right away what the different options are. I almost prefer that on this line item. Anyway, I don't want to get too distracted here, but you saw our initial fee and then the convenience fee, because Stripe is going to charge you, or PayPal, whichever one she has hooked up, is going to charge you a fee. And so I like to set this at like 4% convenience fee. So it for sure covers Stripe. And if you get enough volume, it actually covers your entire fee for the form, to have this form. So that's just a little highlight. What Brad was saying is like you can have this set this up, and a gal out of Reno, Alex, she goes by Alex, Battleborn process. They've actually automated it to a point where it fills out documents for them. So the attorney will fill out this information. It'll automatically fill out a proof, fill out eviction form, stuff like that, which is pretty cool. The sky's the limit. We don't do that for you as a part of this service. But that's something that maybe in the future we could offer. It'd be a lot more expensive, but maybe we could offer something like that. Okay, so that's that. Let's see. Any questions about that? Yeah, new starter package templates. I was thinking about offering more templates, maybe even having paid templates where we've spent a lot of time on it and you can basically borrow the template for however long for a small fee. I don't know. I think for now we're just going to do the free templates and you build it yourself. You go in, you edit it, you do it all yourself. So as a part of that, just to wrap this up here about websites, is I have how to make edits on your own. So even if you guys have a website, I know most of you guys that already have one with us, you can actually come over here and watch these videos that help you understand how to edit the website. It's like a 43-second video. I've had these for a long time. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. So yeah, you just go through and it'll teach you how to edit and how to do things in there, which is cool. So I think you were Jeff, you were last, or Jessica was last month's winner. So let's go ahead and take a look inside the community and let's see who the leaderboard is for this month. Man, neck and neck, you guys. Brad's actually way up there too. For being pretty new to the community, Brad. And Evan's been involved, Jason and Lewis and Ryan, Derek. And these are a lot of the faces I recognize too. These are all the people that I would recognize that come into the meetings and stuff like that. Chris was around for a while. He's kind of went off and done his own thing. Tony will pop in every once in a while. So cool. So congratulations, Jeff. You won for the month of August. What do you win, Jeff? Do you remember?
No, sir.
So I know for sure you get 2 hours of coaching call with me, which I think you already have 2 hours. How do you feel about a $100 Amazon gift card?
No, my wife will love it. Yes.
Okay, well let's do that.
Yes.
We're gonna
Okay.
do that. And then what we're gonna do for this month, am I there yet? I feel like I need to do some more celebratory thing. Here we go. Nah, that's annoying. I'll get like a bell or something for the winners. Okay, so the month of October, we're gonna do a prize pack. And actually, I have it in the community somewhere, don't I? Let me see.
Yes. Yeah, because there's a body camera on there.
Yeah, and I took my time to all of Jeff's awesome engagement here. Let's see. And Jessica, get laser focus for, oh, I love Jim Marone. I haven't seen that one yet. I gotta go back. The last couple of days have been crazy. I drove 25 hours straight. Yeah. Has it been 2 days? I guess. Let's see. Did I pin this? Let me see. What is this? Oh, here we go. Here we go. This is the prize pack for October. So if you get the highest engagement for October, I've said it's about a $300 value. Depending on where you get the cameras, it might be less, might be more. But I like that all these are on Amazon. I can go on Amazon and ship all of this to you, Jessica or Jeff. Okay,
Yeah,
whoever.
I really need the pea cup.
I thought that would be hilarious.
That made me
So,
laugh.
so let's take a quick look. So, okay, so we're gonna win. So the winner for this month is gonna get a body camera. Okay, gonna get a body camera, and I've seen a few of these. We had one guy in our community the last time we did this when it was called PSD University. I had about 30 or 40 guys in there, and one guy, Ken Ringo, good guy, he would recommend these all the time. So
That's the exact one that I use too. All of my people use that.
okay, so it's a good one.
Yes.
I used to use that one too. I think a different brand was similar to that one.
Okay. Okay, good. All right. So the last thing here. Okay. So let's just take a quick look so everybody can get motivated to get out there and serve. What does a process server need? I always use the clipboard, but after a while I started bringing like a little box, a little FedEx box up there with me. I don't recommend that. Depending on the state you're in, you can get in a lot of trouble. But this heavy duty clipboard, I had one of these for a long time, and the idea that you can close up your stuff in there, you could actually put a weapon or something inside of here, like a taser or something. I am not going to get into it right now, but they just came out with a pepper spray gun that you can. It's actually looked at like a BB gun. It's not. You don't have to get a concealed weapons permit, and it shoots these balls. It actually has like CO2, so it's like an actual gun. It hits them with the pepper ball, opens up, and they can't see. They're completely. So that's something that could fit in here. But the main reason is you can hold this and use it to defend yourself like a shield, which I've done against dogs. You can also whack someone in the head with it if you had to. Um, we're process servers, right? So, but it also makes you look professional.
Hey,
Okay.
Mike, have you seen those bulletproof or ballistic clipboards?
Yes, I
I have
ordered
one of
one.
those. It's a little thick. You get used to the weight of it, but if anybody tries to hit it with their hand, it'll shatter their hand or break their wrist. And it's probably gonna be better than that because it's thinner. But when
Uh,
I don't use a body cam no more because when I had the camera, people just kept staring at the camera and never talk. They think, oh, mine a candid camera show? Where's all the cameras? And it's like never gets anywhere. So I have my iPhone, which is a black case. I keep behind my clipboard because the clipboard is mostly black. And I just play stupid go looking like this. I'm recording. And I get everything on video and they have no idea.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, whatever works for you. This is just really just to help people, motivate people to be a part of the community. I think if you have a camera, just like a gun, right? Like whatever it is you have, you should take the time to research it, how you should use it, what are the laws? Is it a two-party consent state? Like what's the rules in your state? You can't hold me accountable for your guys' business if you're watching this. This could be, a month from now, 2 months from now, people see this. You need to understand what the laws are in your area, but the ballistic clipboard. I bought one. It was 85 bucks. I got one. It was amazing. I gave it to one of my servers. It was an actual really super thin, but like super heavy, even though it was so thin. It was a clipboard and it was actually made of ballistic thing. And the guy would shoot it before he'd send it to you. So he was making them at his house and sending them to you. And so I gave it to my server. And then I was like, I want to give these away at conferences. I think this would be so cool. So I went and I ordered 5 of them. It was like, he gave me a discount. I spent like 350 bucks. I didn't get any of them. I still haven't gotten them. This was years ago and I didn't get my money back either. So the guy totally flaked on me. But so be careful with that kind of stuff. But I couldn't find any ballistic clipboards on here. I tried, I searched.
Yeah, they don't sell on Amazon.
Yeah, this is the closest thing I could get to what I thought would be good, and it's a solid thing that can open up. Obviously, these metal ones would be good, but I've used these before in different jobs I've had, and I never liked them. They were always too clunky. Too clunky. You want to be
Oh,
able to open it.
flimsy.
You want to be able to open it up like a book too, so you could hold it like this if you had to, and you could just shut it, and have your hand over the handle. Anyway, so cool. Is there anything else now that your gears might be turning that you think would be cool to have in the Amazon prize pack? I didn't mention the paper, but if you are new to the business, 4,000 sheets of paper. Want to say mine used to be 5,000, but anyways, 4,000 sheets of paper for $55, you guys. People who charge for printing and like want to like count each page and charge 25 cents. It drives me crazy. I'm like, I'll send you a case of paper each month. Don't charge me for printing, is what I used to tell servers. I'll send you a case for $55 if you serve 10 papers a month for me. How about that? And 10 papers a month is nowhere near 4,000 sheets. But trying to track paper printing and the price always being different was always an annoying thing that I would have to explain to my client or just eat the cost, which was annoying too. So we have our morning mastermind. I've explained a lot of this stuff in here. You guys, a lot of stuff we're talking about today. I explained, you know, inside this post, which I should probably pin this one. Actually, I don't think I can. Yeah, no, I can't. You can only pin 3 posts. By the way, if you guys get like, you take the time and you do like a really good post, I will pin your post. Like if you have a post that gets a lot of engagement, so it's not my decision. It's more like it gets 30, 40 comments and it's just a really great post. I will pin it to the top. And when there's hundreds of people in here, which there will be, right now we have over 100, but when there's, let's say 1,000 members in here and we're all commenting and engaging, pinning your post at the top is going to immediately give it a lot more engagement, which is going to help you get to the top of the leaderboard. So because today's the first day of the month, a lot of this will reset and you'll see the last 7 days and you'll see all time. I'm not going to do a 7-day deal. Maybe I will. For now, we're just going to stick to the 30-day prize pack, and I'm just going to make the prize pack better. I think that works. What do you guys think?
Sounds good.
Okay, cool. Next thing here on the list. Let's see. Oh yeah, first place. So in the future, I'm gonna do first place, second place, and third place. The second place person is going to get what Jeff is getting this month, which is a $100 Amazon gift card, and the third place person is going to get one of these. Okay. All right. So, directory update. I know we have a lot of people signed up, which I'm so grateful for. The directory, it's looking on fire, like it's doing really well. I'm designing it. My girls are in there constantly working on it. You can see sometimes they make mistakes and leave certain counties unhidden. Like she's still working on it. I'm like, hide the freaking thing so people don't see it. But if you look in here, what I'm doing is I'm building this out. Just a quick update on the directory. Let me refresh. We're actually building this out with each page. How can I show you guys this? Let's see. Let's just go to the dashboard and see if it'll let me do that. No, that's the wrong one.
Well, while you're searching, I think everybody ought to use a camera, by the way. some type of camera.
Like for their computer?
No, I mean, when they're serving papers,
Oh, yeah.
everybody should have a camera for so
I
many different reasons.
I agree with that. All right. Oh, here we go. Here we go. So yeah, they're building out the directory. So if you're not, I agree with that. Everybody should have a camera. If you guys are not already a member of the directory, you can actually go. It is $27 a month, but that locks in that price and in your area. There's a couple of reasons why this is really powerful. And this gives you a little preview of what it is to the editor. This editor is the same as your editor. Is I want you to just get a feeling for the project that this is, how big this project is. We have every state's process serving laws laid out. And my goal is to be the number one resource, not just like to say the number one, but actually that there is no better place online to look at process server laws and process serving
When will that
anything.
be updated?
So this is already updated. If you look at the county, individual counties, um, they're already here. Like you just need, it's just a matter of Google finding them, which it is. And I think it was 12 major cities we were able to rank according to Google um, Analytics. And we haven't started running Google Ads yet, but that's the goal. Here, once we've gotten enough people signed up, I'm just going to dump all the money back into it and run ads to it so we get people. But if you look, let's just say where you at was it Maryland? Let's say, for example. Okay, getting some feedback here. So I'm doing a video on this one and building this one out more, but the girls came in and they actually took all the laws and laid them out. And this is exactly what it has on the Maryland's court's website for process serving laws. And so it's all laid out here. It's not exciting. It's just what Google wants to see. And so over time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and make it better, right? I'm going to go in and make it more user friendly. Let's see. Yeah, make a video for every single page. Let me actually go to this page right here. Process serving. So there's the different counties. There's every single state. There's a county page for every single state that's being built out. So every single page will have a county with all of the county's information for all the superior courts inside that state. Okay. Then you have all of the cities and types of documents that can be served, how to become a process server. Those of you guys that don't know, my website builder has the ability to automate FAQ schema, which is something normally you have to put in, you have to code in. And so each of these pages is automatically going to tell Google, hey, here's what this means. Please show it on your website. Yeah, so I wasn't sure exactly what I wanted to share with you here, just that these pages are being built out and they're looking awesome and they're going to be looking even better over time. So I don't know who we have in Alabama, apparently nobody, because the sections over here on the right, when somebody goes, if a processor an attorney is looking up what's the law specifically in our county, they're going to find the generic data that we're able to find using Google, using AI tools. I'm using two different AI tools that the girls are cross-referencing and pulling the data. And then we're also double checking the data with ServeNow. Some of the people have already done this, right? They have arrows in their backs, if you will. They've already done this, so they know the data. But if you're in Alabama and you're one of these people who sign up right now, this would normally be a statewide listing. If you weren't in this county, it would be a statewide listing. So you're going to show up here. So as there's 100, let's say when there's 100 people signed up in Alabama, the person who's going to show up on the Alabama state page is going to be a statewide listing, which is going to be much more expensive. But any of you guys who've signed up now, or, within this first year that I'm building this out, you will have grandfathered in a statewide listing, which I think is the best value that I could potentially give someone who's an early adopter of what we're doing. If that makes sense. You guys have any questions about that or about any of this? Let's see. California. So California's main page, right? So you got California's page. If somebody comes down, let's see, where are you at, Reuben? Orange County? Let's see. Orange. Yeah, so you go to Orange County. Who's this we got over here? Is Lewis still on?
Yeah, no way.
There's Mandy, there's Jason. Um, so there's a lot of people on here right now. This is the most I've ever seen on the side. And the reason why is because they're early adopters, but in the future, oh, this is a county, that's why. So a lot of these guys will be removed unless they're in that county. They won't,
Yeah,
they're,
Cam Services in LA. I know him.
yeah, I think he's on here. Yeah, yeah, he's on here. Yeah, cool, cool. Cool, cool. So that's the idea. That's the idea. So attorneys are going to find this website. They're going to find process servers here. They're going to click here, and when they do, they're going to see your listing. They're either going to click their call you, or they're going to get a quote request here. If for some reason somebody ever has a problem with you, because and they submitted through the website, let's say it's an attorney, the worst case scenario is I will call you and say, hey, man, you need to, I'm going to refund them and we need to make it right with them. None of the money goes through me, just to be clear, but this will help a lot of people understand and hopefully get rid of any issues that people might have. Oh, Brad has a question. So let me finish this thought real quick. So 123 legal support. I have people all over the country that I've been using, that I've been networking with, I know that's a big part of this business, and that's what I teach you guys. But a part of my goal in this training and teaching, the way I'm going to monetize it is by creating this directory. But what ends up happening is I'm getting a serve from one of our clients, and I'm sending it out to a server directly in whatever county, right? And then we're having to manage that. And then we also have a directory on the side and double dipping that way. I had to make a decision. And so, and I'm not ready to follow through on this decision yet, but I want to explain it to you because of my goal. This is my goal, is that when I get a serve, let's say in Roanoke, Virginia, I can just, instead of me sending it to you, which I know you'd appreciate, Jeff, instead of sending it to you directly like that, I can refer my clients to Mighty Process Server. Right? I can tell them, hey, I actually do have a server. He's on Mighty Process Server. Here he is. His name's Jeff. He's a great guy. I can personally refer him because I know him. Why? Because I'm a part. It's not just because it's my community that I've started. It's also because we have this community, this group, this networking community, right? Like I can say I know a guy Lewis down in down south. I could send a link to them and say use this guy. Now, here's the power in that is that I can't be accused of hiring you and treating you like an employee. Those of you guys are in California, you should know this is a big deal. I can't be accused of hiring you as an employee or treating you like an employee when you were a contractor if I just referred them to you directly. You're going to get paid more for that. Now I can focus on my local area more and in my tri-county area maybe instead of the entire country when it comes to monitoring serves. Okay. And many of my friends that have big companies, they disagree with me. They're like, no, we want to keep it all in house. The info tracks of the world as well. That's what they want. They want to keep it in house. They want to send it to you, but let you be the local professional. But this directory is going to be the whole idea is to make you the professional in that local area that they make sure they want to keep in contact with. How many counties can we be in? So you can be right now, you'll be on the statewide, if you have a listing, you'll be on the statewide. You'll be grandfathered in on the statewide section. And then in the future, it'll be per county, be $27, $27 and then like $10, $12 per county. Why? Because you just have hundreds of people and it just floods the county with people. And you'll get people who have money that are 100, 200 miles away that are willing to pay the money, the $10, $12 extra per county. So I think what I'm going to end up doing is instead, I'm just going to say your local 3 counties around you or statewide listing. but you guys are getting a statewide listing anyway. So instead of paying the $500 a month that I'm going to charge them in the future statewide listing guy, you're going to have be grandfathered in at this rate, which you are, a lot of you guys have already signed up. So it's $27 a month, right? So, and that's a part, you may think, well, is that fair to you? Well, no, it's not necessarily fair to the directory, but it is fair because you're helping get it off the ground, right? Your guys are the early adopters. Any questions about that? I'm ready to go play some poker. Am I still screen sharing? All right, so I just have one more thing here. I put shout outs at the bottom as well. So these meetings are once a week, okay? The mighty meetups are once a week. And I'd like to meet once a week, not just go over the things I'm doing, but also what you're doing, what struggles you have. So at the end, I always want to save time for some Q&A. So what questions, not about what I went over today or what the stuff I'm doing or the teachings I have for you, whatever, but just like anything to help you in your business.
All right, I have a question. Sorry, I said it 3 times. My mic wasn't on.
I'll listen the first time.
Okay, so the question is, can you project to the people that are listening right now? Can you project? I know you know it's coming. How long? You have a lot of. I see you every day on Facebook and on the group. Your face just pops up every day. It's almost getting annoying. But anyway, um, can you project with related to the directory? How far out do you think it'll be before more people get on there so that, because I'm getting I told Jessica this earlier, if she's still listening, I'm getting very frustrated and I want to reach out to people in the group. Okay. There's many reasons behind that. And I want, can you project on how long do you think it'll be before, the numbers get up there as far as members in the directory, and so forth from there?
I think based on what I've heard you say before, Jeff, I think and this comes from such a good place too, because you want to know when the directory is going to be up there so that you can use those folks first. Am I right?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, you want to be able to use the directory as like your primary source of finding people. And this is great. And this is what needs to happen so that people can get the most value from it, right? Is in regards to when people sign up, a part of me wanted to make it free as well. Wanted to make that free so just everybody would sign up and be on the directory. But the problem is it's like the only monetized thing that I have with this community. So the training's free, right? The networking is free, like everything's free. This is the only thing I'm charging for. So it's going to take more time. But I do believe that once, this is my honest belief, is that when it shows up on Google, when it's showing up and you search for process server on Google and it's showing up above naps and I'm getting all these phone calls and I have no server in that area, I'm going to be calling that server going, why aren't you on the directory? It's 27 bucks. I'll send you this job. I'll give you this referral right now, but go sign up for the directory. That unfortunately is going to be probably how it works because I know with the SEO work that I'm doing that it's going to start ranking. It's just going to take a little bit of time. Right.
And
So
I'm watching your comments on when you keep commenting about the ranking on Google, the mighty process servers and so forth. So I'm patient. I'll be patient. And, hey, it's a no-brainer for 27 or 57 or 75 or whatever. They're going to get their money back, before they go to bed at nighttime. So it just doesn't make any sense. So it's got to pick up.
yeah, exactly. And the thing is too, like if you ever, this is also another way to do this if you want, Jeff. Of course you got Naps and you got, Google and stuff. But I think it would be really cool, and I've seen some people do this, is post inside of the community on school. And also, let me just show you something really quick. For those of you guys that don't know, and this is the last thing. And then I gotta,
Poker, I know.
yeah, let me show you this really quick. I'm screen sharing. So if you go click on members, you can actually search under members a state. So if I search VA, it'll give me everybody in Virginia. Okay. Right. If I come up here under members and I search Texas, They're not always going to be in Texas, right? But that looks like it is working out that way. So if I search members and I put in a state abbreviation, FL, oh, we don't have anybody in Florida? Oh, Miguel. What is his state? What does his say? Let's see. Miguel. Oh,
Hmm.
he's New York? Oh, that's a different
I'm
Miguel.
not done.
That's a different Miguel. How does he spell his name? Anyway, so you can search members that way. The other thing you can do is you can just and I actually recommend everybody do this. It's not spamming honestly. How do I get rid of this? Oh, funny. Refresh. So it's not spamming if you just go inside of the community and you actually just message everybody on here. Just message them. Hey, my name is Jeff. I just wanted to connect with you and let you know I'm in Virginia, blah blah blah. There's nothing wrong with that. Also, if you have this thing pulled up, you can actually see who's online. I do this a lot. Some of you guys know if I see you on, I will actually message you, be like, I see you. I don't do that all the time, but sometimes I do that. And there's new people too that I know that are brand spanking new and they're just in there in the classroom watching stuff. Where did we go? There
Yeah, I try and say hello to everybody when they sign up.
you go. There you go. Here you go. So Dallas, she used to be a part of our older community. I'm not sure why she's not in here. But you got a lot of people. I mean, we got 106 members now. And a lot of times it just takes them to show up to one meeting and they're like, oh wow, there's actually a lot of value in this meeting. But like Shayna's brand new. Like there's some newer folks. Ayor's new, Ryan or Evan's pretty new, but he's crushing it. So it'd be my recommendation for everybody to come in here and put the city that you serve in. Okay. Because people are going to search for you in here. Now, this is not our directory. Of course, we're building out the directory, but you can reach out to folks inside the community and that will give them value. A lot of these folks, too, also have a website with us. A lot of them have a website with us. And so you can actually reach out to them and actually click on their profile, click on their website if they have it in their profile. I definitely put your website in your profile. So if you don't already have a directory listing, you can click here, get a verified directory listing. The only way I will deny somebody is if they just don't have any company information. Like this person right here, the questions that they answered led me to believe they were a person and that they were a process server looking to learn how to become one. But based on the engagement and stuff like that, I got nothing, right? So this is someone who may eventually get removed because they're just not a part, they're not being a part of the community. So that's the other thing too. Like this person put soon, but I ask questions and they answer them, right? Like, are you a process server? What state do you serve in? I wish those questions would show up here. It would be really cool.
Can I put you on the spot one more time?
What's that?
Can I put you on the spot one more time?
Yeah, of course.
After your game and before you put your head down for the night, can you put that verified badge on the website for me?
Yes, that's a good point. So
Or we can't do it yet, or what?
no, of course. You're verified. You're good to go, man.
All right. I think that might even help when people go to my website through other means and they see that'll help them, may steer them to the to you.
Yeah. So what he's talking about is the verified member badge. So if you go to verified members, let me just go back here, then we'll close it out here. I gotta go take some people's money. Playing poker. So this badge right here, you should have gotten an email with it automatically. And so if we have your website, all you have to do is email Desi, and I'll do this for you right now, Jeff. Because I said I would.
She said she didn't know how, and she told me to ask you, and I emailed
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. So basically this badge you just put at the bottom of your website. So and I know you know this, Jeff, but here's your listing. Let me click on your website here. On your verified backlink. Right. So let's come over here. So here's Jeff's awesome website. So if you come down here to the bottom, you have naps and serve now and stuff. It would just go right here somewhere. I might even create a new little area or a new section maybe. Right of that. So yeah, I don't know, maybe just put it right here somewhere. But yeah, you want to have that badge because over time, that's what that's the goal, is that when somebody comes across and sees this badge, they're gonna go, oh yeah, I have the right person. This is the person I was looking for. If that makes sense. Verified members. Okay. What else were we gonna talk about? Good stuff, Jeff. Appreciate that. Appreciate it. It's all good stuff. Yeah, you think you're putting me on the spot. This is what we're doing, right? We're building websites. So your website will rank online. That's my first priority. And then after that, I want to give you more boost by creating the directory and actually getting maybe attorneys, because that's my goal. Is I'm going to go to every attorney conference, every PI conference, every process serving conference that's in the country promoting this. I've stopped doing real estate and stuff. I got enough passive real estate and other money that comes in that I'm just focusing on doing this. And I'm going to give it a good 5 years while I lose weight and get in shape. I told you guys I busted this tendon, right? Like right here, this little bump, the tendon that connects your bicep to your bone right here. I broke it. And I've been researching it, and somehow it'll still flex a little bit, but not really. And so that put me out for a little bit. So I'm gonna have pay other people to go to the conferences. I'm gonna go to Texas just because I have too much riding on it. Like I've went all in. We're giving away a monitor. We're giving away a body camera. We're doing so much in Texas. So if you guys are in Texas, I know I'm in the Texas group as well. If you're not going to Texas but you're in the area, you should definitely consider going to Texas and going to these conferences and networking with folks. We have a lot of fun. Texas is my favorite conference because we always have a lot of fun there. I mean, one year we actually did Nerf gun wars, right? Like we literally did. Another year we did a fashion show where all the ladies like got dressed up and walked down the catwalk, they had music and stuff. It's just they're all getting drunk and stuff. I don't drink, but it's just watching it, just like this a process server conference? Like at Cal's Pro, everybody's decked out to the nines in suits, and they're just like clapping for all of the folks who contributed to the association. But it's like you're just clap fest. So that's my that's my take on associations, the true take. All right, any other questions? Have any of the members done Zoom meeting to talk to one another? I don't know. Well, we do. We have a little meeting every morning, the mastermind, um, that you're welcome to come to, Lewis. But yeah, you guys can Zoom, you guys can call, whatever you want to do. The whole thing with this is just connecting folks. And, every Tuesday at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, we're going to jump on here. I'm just going to give an update on a few things. It won't go as long as I did today. There's a lot happening with our business right now. But what questions do you guys have? Like, are you getting ready to submit a bid on a new huge client that you want some help with? Like I've done that. I can help you with that. Right? Do you need some help prospecting and you're trying to pick up the phone and actually get some new clients? Like, I've done a lot of videos to try to save me time so you can learn that way. But sometimes it's as simple as proving it to you in your local area, right? Like maybe me picking up the phone and calling an attorney in your market just to prove it to you guys that it's possible. Because a lot of people have common misconceptions about their local area, like, oh, that works, but probably not in my area, stuff like that. So we can distinguish those false
Yep.
things.
Be the backup.
Yeah, be the backup training. Yep. And we're going to do that all of this month after we finish Mighty Marketing this next week. The rest of October is be the backup and maybe moving on for the foreseeable future. Because you need to set up your marketing. That's a thing. You need to set up your affiliate networking. But be the backup training is like an ongoing thing. Prospecting to grow your business is an ongoing thing. Whether it's sending out the mailers using mailbox power, whether it's cold calling, prospecting attorneys, getting emails, whether it's using pipe drive, which I've been teaching you guys to actually have a pipeline of potential business. Right? If you don't have a pipeline of potential business, you're never gonna grow your company. And so that's the idea. Well, this was fun. I'm sorry I felt like I talked too much in this meeting, but I really wanted to get all this across to you guys and then have an update for everyone. But if there's something you'd like to see on the Mighty Meetups in the future, then put that in the community. Let me know. Let me know. And I'm interested to know who's going to win the urinal The portable urinal. If you guys have never used one, they're super useful. I have used one. I have used one. It was a water bottle, but I've used one. Sometimes when you're on a surveillance, you're sitting there watching somebody, you can't move. It's gonna be too obvious, right? So
Well,
good.
all right, on a last note, I have one in my car, but at my age, regardless, it gets very challenging.
Yeah, you fill that bad boy up, don't you? Yeah, I know. Well, this actually, there's one that actually works for ladies too, which I didn't know, but it's anyways. So we'll see who's gonna win it. So we got the body camera, which is like the best body cameras out there. We got the urinal thing at 4,000 pages of paper. What else?
The clipboard.
The clipboard. I mean,
Clipboard.
it's about 30 bucks, you know. It's a nice clipboard. So we're gonna send you the clipboard. Amazon's gonna ship it all directly to your door. Jeff, you won $100, an Amazon gift card I'm gonna send to you.
My wife will appreciate it.
Yeah, yeah. And thank you for being engaged. Thanks everyone. Attorneys, customers, wife, divorce papers now. Yes, thank you guys. Hey, oh, let's do a picture. It's been a while. All right. Show your cameras. Let's do it. Take mighty action. Yeah, buddy. Oh, Jeff. Yeah, buddy. Thank you guys so much.
Okay, be
I will.
well. Be safe, everybody.
I will. We'll see you Monday morning. If you guys are in the mastermind, if you don't have access, you're not registered, just DM me inside the community. I'll give you access. Awesome.